Belly fat is really easy to gain, but super hard to lose. If you dare to even think about pizza, boom, instant belly roll. But no matter how hard you grind your cardio for months, your body still looks like it's bulking for winter hibernation. Let me fix that. Whether you're sitting at 15% body fat or 25%, there's a simple two-step method that guarantees you'll strip fat off your midsection. No secret fat burner, not even intense cardio, just the exact method I use myself. And in this video, I'm breaking it down so you've got zero excuses left to keep those love handles around. But first, let me quickly clear up some myths, because if you want to beat belly fat, you gotta know your enemy before you can crush it. You've probably already managed to drop some weight. Your arms look leaner, your face looks sharper, but that belly fat, still there, clinging on like it owns the place. And no, it's not because you're lazy or because you didn't hit enough crunches, it's simply how your body works. Your genetics decides where fat leaves first and where it's gonna stick around till the very end. And for most of us, that end game is the belly. And the two main reasons are simple. First, the fat cells in your belly are like gum stuck on your shoe. Belly fat hangs on way harder than the fat in your arms or face. Doesn't matter how fast you walk or how hard you scrape, it's always the last thing to come off. Second reason, poor blood flow, meaning fat loss signals barely get there. While your arms and face are burning fat like crazy, your stomach's just sitting there like it's on vacation mode. That's why you start seeing veins on your biceps while your abs still look like they're on strike. Because you can't target fat loss. It doesn't happen in just one place, it happens everywhere at once. But your genetics decide which zones get hit first. Your body has its favorite fat storage hangouts. And surprise, that's also where it's most stubborn when burning it off. Some people's faces slim down right away. Others notice their arms or legs tightening up. But there's one rule that always holds true. The spot you hate the most will always be the last to go. Frustrating? Absolutely. But that's the reality of the game. Now let's clear up another myth. Crunches aren't a belly fat eraser. No matter how many sit-ups you crank out, your stomach fat isn't just going to magically melt away. That's just not how the body works. But here's where it gets interesting. Training your abs still matters, because when you actually grow those muscles, they start showing through at higher body fat percentages. You don't need to get shredded down to 10% body fat just to see lines. Even sitting around 18 to 15%, a solid set of abs will start to peek through. And it's the same with every muscle group. So no, ab training won't torch belly fat directly, but it will make your midsection look sharper and more defined while you keep losing fat overall. Think of it like prepping your abs for showtime, so they're ready to shine the moment your body fat drops low enough. Now that belly fat has no more secrets for you, let me show you the exact two-step method to finally burn off that emergency winter fuel tank. If you want to lose belly fat, there's only one way: calorie deficit. And this is where most people tap out, sticking to this step long enough. So, how do you actually set this up without turning it into a PhD in nutrition? The first step is figuring out your maintenance calories. That's basically the amount of daily calories it takes to keep your weight the same. Eat more, you gain weight. Eat less, you lose weight. Simple. Well, in theory. Because let's be honest, figuring out that number and then breaking it down into how much protein, carbs, and fat you need every day can feel like doing math homework. Tracking every calorie, counting every bite, weighing every crumb, absolute nightmare. Step 1 is locked in. Now let's move on to step 2, speeding up the deficit. But don't worry, that doesn't mean cutting even more calories, because you can just burn more. And I know what you're thinking. You've probably tried running, cycling, rowing, maybe even gone full beast mode with HIIT. And yeah, it works. Pretending they don't torch calories would be the same as saying pineapple pizza is actually good. These moves torch calories fast. On paper, they look like the perfect fat loss hack. But it's only on paper, because what if I told you that this is not what I would recommend? And definitely not what I use to stay lean year-round. Because the truth is, most people can't stick with hardcore cardio long enough to see belly fat melt. And it's not the only downside. Smash a heat session before lifting, your strength tanks. Go too hard after lifting, your muscles don't recover, and instead of growing, they start screaming for mercy. Either way, you're stalling. Or worse, you're burning muscle, not fat. And that's the exact opposite of what we're here for. That's why I ditched the torture treadmill sessions that left me feeling like a zombie. If your goal is to lose belly fat and actually keep it off, your cardio can't be something you hate. It has to be something you can do forever. And the solution is the simplest move ever: walking. Yeah, that thing your legs were built for. And I can already hear you typing in the comments, there's no way I'm gonna get a six-pack just by walking. But here's the truth, your body doesn't care if the calories you burn come from sprints, burpees, or laps around the block. What matters is consistency, and the easiest way to stay consistent is by doing something you're already doing every single day. Aim for 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day. No joint pain like running, no recovery drain like lifting, and none of those insane post-cardio cravings where you end up demolishing half the fridge and erasing every calorie you just burned. Just free low-effort calories burnt straight from your feet. And the best part? You can rack up those steps without even thinking about it, just by moving more throughout your day. You can walk while calling your gym crush, park at the farthest spot in the parking lot, take the stairs instead of the elevator, or just head outside to get some fresh air while secretly still wondering who stole your last protein pancake. Spoiler, it was you at 2 a.m. Bonus perks of walking: less cortisol, better sleep for maximum gains. Now, you don't have to go all in on 10,000 steps tomorrow. Start small. Add 2,000 steps a day. That's literally 2 10-minute walks. Once that's easy, bump it up by another 2,000. Keep stacking until you're comfortably cruising at 7 to 10,000 steps a day. And this is where Cal AI makes it super easy again. It hooks straight into your phone's step counter. No guessing, no excuses. Just open the app and you'll know exactly where you stand. This 2-steps method sounds almost too simple, but those little moves add up. Day after day, week after week, the calories compound. Combine that with a proper diet, and your belly fat doesn't stand a chance.